I thought we battled as hard as we could all day. I thought we did everything we could do to have an opportunity to win the game. This is the one game that, we've had 2 games where we had good leads and missed from free throws down the stretch, and so we were able to win. But you're playing a good team. They're playing well. You can't miss 11 free throws. That's really the ball game. And we did everything we could to get back in it. 2 deficits, overcame 2 10-point deficits, first half, second half. And you go to the free throw line in those situations, you have to make those free throws. But we played hard, we battled as hard as we could, and gave a great effort. But this game comes down to you got to be able to make those free throws in those situations. Questions?
Did it seem like they were sagging off Tyler a little bit, kind of daring to score and take him in?
Well, he's shooting 25% from 15 feet away, so I would say they probably would.
Do you think he took advantage of that this time around?
Well, he's not going to shoot that ball. He's not shooting a good percentage there. He did the best he could. I thought he played well. I thought he did a lot of good, positive things today. Rebounded it. He played excellent. Played a great game. But they're not going to guard him.
What were they doing, if anything, on Rakeem in the first half?
I thought their big guy just did a better job on him. He bumped him and made him take tough shots. And second half, he got to the basket. He got to the basket where he has to get. First half, he settled for 7, 8, 10 foot, and that's a tough shot. Second half, he got right to the basket. Had a great second half. He played phenomenal.
He says Trevor played down the stretch.
Pardon?
Trevor's played down the stretch.
Trevor? No, Trevor played good. Had a good game.
Jim, they're a really good three-point shooting team. They have a lot of guys who can shoot it.
Yeah.
How tough is it to cover all those guys?
That's hard. They did a great job. They moved the ball. They got off to a really good start. Sherman, we just seen him make 2 the last game, so we were thinking about him, and he had 8 points in the first. And then we figured out we got to play him. We did a good job with him. Rodriguez and McClellan didn't make anything the first half. The second half, they made a couple, but they hurt us on the lob play. We forward just didn't get back and cover it, but this game we played more than well enough to win. You can't miss those free. That's it. We're not that good. If we miss 11 free throws in the next game, in a close game, we'll lose. That's all this game is. This game has nothing to do. You can ask a million questions about a million plays. They're going to make some good plays. We're going to make some good plays. That's the way it is. We made a couple bad turnovers that we haven't made. But overall, this game was one thing. That's all it was. Nothing else. We make some free throws. We win the game. Bottom line.
Is it tough to play with that kind of such a small margin for error there?
Every team has. Well, I think every team has a small margin. Or most every team. Yeah. I think every team. It's not easy to win. Not easy.
Do you feel like this loss puts you behind the 8 ball as far as postseason at all?
Ridiculous. You're the worst I've ever been around. We will not talk. We do not talk. Maybe you're new. I don't know. We don't talk about postseason. We don't think about it. We play the next game. You guys, that's your job. Don't ask me that because I don't answer it.
In all fairness, Sean McDonough said that you talked to him before the game and said...
I talked to Sean privately, and all I said to him was, every game's important. You have to win. Every game. You have to win to get in the tournament. We're not in it. We're not out of it. That's all I said to him. What? What did you say? What did he say to you?
He didn't say anything to me. I heard that on the air he said that it's going to be tough. It's going to be close whether you make it or not.
I'm not saying it won't be close. But I'm not, that was a private conversation, but that's all right. If he wants to put it on the air, then I won't talk to him anymore about it. But I never talk about the tournament. Never speculate about it. We're in or out. That's for somebody has to decide that at the end of the year. There are always tough calls. We just got to play and win as many games as we can, put ourselves in position, and whatever happens, happens. That's always been my policy. It's all I've ever said. And I might have said it's not going to be easy, but that's not a revelation. I think if you watch us play, it's not going to be easy. But we'll see what happens.
Jim, are you surprised that your team is not shooting the free throws that well? I mean, are you
the two guys today, Mike is not shooting them, hasn't been shooting them good. He's a good free throw shooter in practice. He just hasn't made them in games. He's got a different rhythm up there sometimes. And, Rock's been good. He's been steady, but he had a bad day today. Again, that can happen. It can happen. It doesn't happen to anybody. But you're in tough games like this. If you don't make free throws, you're not going to win unless you do something extraordinary someplace else. And we played good. We didn't play great. We played a good game, but we couldn't overcome that today.
So, Jim, you're 20 games in. What's the big picture view right now?
Next game. That's all I'm thinking about. Next game. Get ready. We got a tough game at North Carolina. They won 10 in a row, whatever, 10 out of 11. That's all. I never think about all this other stuff, ever. Never. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. We just have to play as well as we can. If we do, what I was talking about today was, Sean, if we do play well, and I would say this last summer, then we'll put ourselves in a position where we have a chance. If we don't play well, then, we won't. We won't have a chance. As simple as that. This team's battling as hard as they can. We're a very thin team, obviously, and we couldn't afford another injury. We thought we might have day one and didn't get him, and then Chris goes down. Chris hurts us in more ways than he's our backup center. He's a good backup center, and that's where we really miss him, to give Rock some time there, and also to give Tyler some rest. And that hurts us. Those things hurt you, and we haven't stepped up in a couple other positions where we need to play better. And then at the end of the day, you can overcome this free throws, but you got to really play well to do it. And we played pretty good today, but we couldn't overcome that. Bottom line. All right. Good.